Hey, it's Eden. I've been an independent artist for the past 5 years. I love writing songs and producing my music and making my own animated lyric videos, and I'm very hands-on with the whole production process in everything that I create. When I first started taking music seriously, I didn't really have a direction that I wanted to take it. I just kind of went with my inward promptings and desires and figured it out along the way. I think that's also true to my DNA as a human being, is I love to experiment, for better or for worse. So I wasn't always aiming to go in a specific direction. I was just expressing myself in different ways, letting my creativity explore itself. But what I think needs to change for me is the purpose and the messages behind my music. When I get to my deathbed, the thing that I won't regret the most is not having more streams or more videos or more views. I won't regret not learning that cool new software that I could have learned if I had just taken the time. The thing that I will regret the most is not using my gifts and my talents to be a servant and to be a blessing to other people when I could have. While I'm on this earth, I want to put other people before myself and give hope to the hopeless and be a voice to the voiceless in practical ways and not just focus on myself. A lot of the promotion and the music business in general can start to feel a bit egotistic when you break it down. And I'm starting to realize that I just want to live for something more than myself. I think everyone struggles to find their voice in life, but I feel like I'm at a place where I finally know what that is. For me, personally, I feel like my relationship with God has helped me overcome so much in my life. And I have been through a lot. And I would be incredibly selfish to keep that from someone who might be hurting and could actually use that message. And I'm willing to accept that the most interesting thing about me actually has nothing to do with me. It's actually liberating, living for something bigger than yourself. It's incredibly freeing. And some of my music is for the people who will never step inside a church a day in their life. And I want to keep it that way. I want to be able to reach people outside of the sphere of the church and still be able to bring a positive message to people who don't share my beliefs. And I think that's okay. When I leave this earth, I want to be remembered as a Christian artist who lifted Jesus in everything that she did, and someone who was authentically raw and honest about who they were without holding back. And I want to be remembered as someone who wasn't perfect, who made mistakes, but always turned to God and found their strength in their relationship with God, and someone who was incredibly vulnerable and personal with her audience. I want to do something good for the world that's linked directly to my music. I want to use all of the lessons that I've learned, the hard way, mind you, about faith and life and relationships and anxiety and all the things that the human experience encapsulates. Whether that's writing a sad heartbreak song which gets you crying and expressing emotions, or writing a song which you can relate to and helps you along your way to finding hope in your situation. I'm simply saying, hey, this is what worked for me and I hope it can help you too. And I want to do something practically good for people that will leave a lasting impact and help the world in general. I want to use my platform, my influence, as small as it might be, for good and to serve others. Which brings me to this organization that I occasionally volunteer with called Batanai Muyamure. Batanai Muyamure is a non-governmental organization based here in Zimbabwe, and this group helps raise funds for school fees, clothes, food, stationery, and things that kids would need to go to school. And they help 62 orphans and vulnerable children with all these resources so that they can have a normal life. I had the pleasure of attending some of the Christmas parties that they threw for these kids, and I would sing for the kids, and I even helped paint one of the libraries to have cartoon characters, and people donated a lot of books. So we actually turned this hut into a library where the kids could go and have fun and hang out and learn and read. But over time, I couldn't help falling in love with the vision of Batanai Muyamure and what they were doing for the people in the community. And every time I left, I always had this lingering feeling that I could do more, and I wanted to do more to help. I wanted to do more than just sing songs and paint pictures for the kids. I wanted to practically change their lives. So that's when I got involved in helping them raise funds to sink a borehole on their property. It broke my heart when I found out that the orphans under Batanai Muyamure, and actually all the kids in the community, sometimes walk 2 to 5 kilometers a day just to get clean water for bathing, cooking, cleaning, and just daily needs. And sometimes they would resort to going down to the river to collect mosquito-infested water. The water from this river has not only caused these kids to catch a myriad of diseases like bilharzia and dysentery and cholera, typhoid, to name a few, but to make matters worse, the water is actually running out. It makes it incredibly difficult for some of these kids to study and focus on their education, as well as play and just be a normal child when they have to walk almost 3 hours a day just to get clean water. So by sinking a borehole for Batanai Muyamure, we're not only solving this problem, but we're helping these kids have a chance to just be normal kids and enjoy what normal kids do instead of worrying about carrying buckets on their heads. I'm aiming to raise $4,637 by the end of this year. So far we've raised $900 and that's incredible. Thank you so much for everyone who's given so far. But I'm hoping by the end of this year we'll be able to finish raising the full amount so that we can sink a borehole and give these children a chance to have clean water in their area. As a starting point, I'm using my song Rivers Flow to not only raise awareness of this issue, but also raise funds for the borehole. I will be donating all of the proceeds from Rivers Flow directly to the borehole. So every time there's a stream and money is generated, it will go directly to Batanai. To give you guys an idea of how it works, basically 1,000 streams equals $5. And that sounds like a huge amount, but if you get everyone on your contacts list to listen to the song at least once, I'm sure that you could make like a huge dent. And if people get involved and it spreads like internet things usually do, then I'm pretty sure that we could make a significant amount of money from nothing. So play it while you sleep, play it in the car, play it, in the background on mute while you're working. It's completely free and you're doing it for a good cause. 1,000 streams equals $5. The link is down below to Batanai's website. If you go to the donate page, there's banking details and information of how you can get involved helping this effort. There's also a slider which will show you how far we are with the project so you can keep up to date, share with your friends and give all the information out so that it spreads. I'll also be donating a portion of my album sales, the physical copy, to Batanai's project. The album is $10 per CD. Delivery is free in Harare, so make sure that you hit me up if you want a copy. If you guys are on social media, you can follow the hashtag MakeRiversFlow for updates on the project and how far we are with fundraising. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe because I will be doing a live stream to raise funds for the borehole. And actually my music video is coming out soon for Rivers Flow, and it's got some clips of the kids and Batanai Muyamure. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any important updates. As always, thank you so much for watching this video and know that you are loved. Bye. We can make